happens when the tension between family members is pushed to its absolute limit, when emotions spill over and everything that was once held together begins to unravel. Tonight, we're diving into one of the most jaw-dropping moments to ever unfold in the love and hip-hop universe. This isn't just about a mother's love or loyalty anymore. No, this is a story about power, control, and a line that once crossed can never be uncrossed. Momma Dee snatched Erica's daughter and kicked her out, and the fallout from that night left everyone stunned, heartbroken, and forever changed. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and let's take a deep dive into this explosive moment. Let's rewind for a second. The night was like any other. You had your usual suspects, Scrappy, Erica, and Momma Dee, and of course, the usual tension that runs through every room they enter. The energy in the air was thick, like something was about to boil over. And in a way, it was. Erica had already been feeling the pressure, dealing with the chaos in her relationship with Scrappy and the constant meddling from Momma Dee. It seemed like things were reaching a breaking point. But this time, it wasn't just about Erica and Scrappy anymore. It was about Erica's daughter, who had been caught in the middle of this family feud. From the outside, it looked like the drama was between the adults, but it was about to take a dark turn when Momma Dee made her move. The night was supposed to be a chance to relax, to forget the constant drama for just a few hours. But the moment Erica and Momma Dee came face to face again, you could feel the tension rise. Momma Dee never holds back. She has a way of making her opinions known, especially when it comes to how Erica is raising her daughter and handling her relationship with Scrappy. It didn't take long before the words started flying. At first, it was just the usual insults, Momma Dee throwing shade on Erica's parenting, calling her out for not knowing her place and trying to put herself in the middle of everything. Erica tried to keep her cool, but there's only so much a person can take, right?
I said, give my mama. Be quiet. Listen, you a kid.
And then it happened. Out of nowhere, Momma Dee turned her attention to Erica's daughter. The words she said next were like a slap in the face to both Erica and the little girl who had done nothing but exist in the chaos of their world. In a shocking move, Momma Dee snatched Erica's daughter and took her away from the situation, ordering her to leave the house. The tension in the room reached a fever pitch, and for a moment, everyone went silent. It was as if time itself had frozen. Erica, blindsided by her own mother-in-law's action, was furious. "How dare you touch my daughter?" she screamed. But Momma Dee wasn't backing down. She stood her ground, her cold, steely gaze never wavering, as she told Erica that she was no longer welcome to stay in her own home. As Erica's daughter was being escorted out, the drama spilled out of the house and into the streets. For everyone watching, it felt like the end of an era. The bond between Scrappy and Erica seemed irreparably broken. What had been a battle between two people now turned into a battle for control over an innocent child. What did Scrappy think about all this? You could see the agony in his face. He wasn't just watching his relationship with Erica crumble. He was watching his entire family break down in front of him. But did he do anything to stop his mother? No. He remained silent, standing there like a spectator in the chaos his family had created. For Erica, that was the final straw. She had fought to keep things civil. She had tried to put the past behind her. But the moment Momma Dee laid hands on her daughter, it became clear there was no going back.
Be quiet. Who are you?
The fallout from that night wasn't just felt in the immediate aftermath. It echoed throughout the entire city, with rumors flying fast and furious about what had actually happened behind closed doors. Fans, friends, and even other cast members were left wondering, what led to that moment? What made Momma Dee snap like that? For Scrappy, things weren't much better. The relationship with Erica was practically over, and his relationship with his mother was strained more than ever before. He was caught between two powerful women in his life, and neither of them were backing down. Meanwhile, Erica found herself trying to pick up the pieces of her broken family. She couldn't believe her mother-in-law had gone that far, and she couldn't fathom how it was possible that Scrappy hadn't stepped in to protect their daughter. Now, let's zoom out for a second and look at what this moment really represents. This wasn't just about a fight between Erica and Momma Dee. This was about control, family loyalty, and a long history of unresolved issues bubbling to the surface. For Momma Dee, this was about asserting her dominance, showing Erica who was in charge. For Erica, it was a breaking point. She had been patient. She had tried to keep the peace. But that night, everything came crashing down. The real question is, where do they go from here? Can Erica ever forgive Momma Dee? Will Scrappy step up and take control of his family? Or will he continue to let these toxic dynamics tear him apart? And most importantly, how will Erica's daughter handle all of this as she grows up in a world where loyalty and love sometimes get lost in the chaos? The lights flickered on and off, crackling with an energy that made your pulse race like a storm quietly gathering strength, just waiting to burst. In the chaotic, unpredictable world of love and hip-hop Atlanta, love and loyalty collide with drama like oil and fire. Relationships here are explosive, and Tonight was set to be something that would shake the entire foundation. Erica Dixon and Scrappy, a story for the ages. Their love affair was never smooth, more like a ride on a roller coaster full of sudden drops, heartbreak, and unresolved issues. Even after their split and the birth of their daughter, the tension between them lingered like a ticking time bomb, just waiting for a spark. Co-parenting. Let's just say it was full of heated arguments and scars that never quite healed. But what had everyone holding their breath was the icy standoff between Erica and Scrappy's mother, Momma Dee. That's where the real drama was about to unfold. And when it did, it was going to be a show no one would forget. For as long as anyone could remember, Erica and Momma Dee had been like oil and water never mixing, always clashing. Momma Dee, with her bold, unapologetic personality and a mouth that never stopped, had never hesitated to throw shade on Erica's decisions, especially when it came to her son, Lil Scrappy. Those critiques, they cut deeper than anyone could see. Erica, tough and fiercely protective of her own, never let them slide without responding. But no matter how hard she tried, gaining Momma Dee's approval was like trying to grab smoke with your bare hands. That night, at a party thrown by one of the city's biggest promoters, you could feel the tension in the air, thick and ready to explode. The room buzzed with music and laughter, but for Erica, Scrappy, and Momma Dee, it was just another battleground disguised as a glamorous night out. They'd spent most of the evening pretending the other didn't exist, keeping their distance like strangers in the same space. But fate, oh fate, had a way of tossing gasoline onto a fire that was already burning. Erica, draped in a sleek black dress that demanded attention, tried her best to find a moment of happiness amidst the chaos. Her gaze wandered across the room, but no matter where she looked, it kept returning to Scrappy. The tension between them hummed in the air, thick with years of unsaid grievances. Every glance, every subtle smile, every tiny gesture screamed of hurt. Unresolved resentment was hanging between them. And of course, Momma Dee was right in the middle of it, making sure her presence was impossible to ignore with her bold, unapologetic demeanor. The spark ignited when Momma Dee, always unfiltered, strutted over to Erica in a nearly empty corner of the venue. Her voice, sharp and fearless, cut straight through the music. "Oh, so you think you can just show up here acting like you're all that? Huh?" The words oozed with venom. "You ain't nothing but a baby mama, and you ain't even with my son anymore?" Erica, already worn thin by the constant shade, felt a heat rise within her chest. "Momma Dee, you don't know a thing about me or my life." She shot back, her voice cold but controlled. "If you'd stop trying to run everyone's life, maybe you'd see that I'm doing everything I can to be a good mother to our daughter, whether you like it or not." The venom in her voice sent Momma Dee into an immediate frenzy. "You think you're better than me? Think you got some kind of control over my son?" "Girl, you ain't nothing but drama," Momma Dee spat, her eyes narrowing with a mixture of rage and defiance. The argument escalated from there, a whirlwind of sharp words and raised voices. In an instant, the two were locked in a full-blown, shouting match that caught the attention of everyone nearby. The tension between Erica and Momma Dee had reached its breaking point, and everyone in the vicinity could feel the electricity in the air. Erica's patience, already paper thin from months of Momma Dee's interference, finally snapped. "Stay out of my business, Momma Dee," she shouted, her eyes blazing. "You're not going to control my life anymore?" Momma Dee stepped in closer, puffing out her chest like she was ready for a confrontation. "Oh, you think you can handle me, baby? You're still just a little girl trying to play grown up." At that moment, Lil Scrappy stepped in, attempting to calm things down, but it was already too late. The storm had already formed, and he could feel the heat radiating between the two women he loved but never seemed able to please. He played the peacemaker before, but this time there was no saving it. "Enough," Scrappy shouted, his voice firm yet filled with exhaustion. "Ma, Erica, this ain't the time or place for all this. Y'all need to chill." But his words fell on deaf ears. Erica, fed up and fuming, turned on her heel, desperate to escape the suffocating chaos. She needed space, distance, anything but this. Before she could flee, Scrappy pushed to the edge, grabbed her arm, and pulled her back toward him. "You ain't leaving?" Scrappy growled, his eyes dark with intensity. "You got some nerve thinking you can just walk off every time things get tough?" Erica's heart raced as she yanked her arm free. "Let go of me, Scrappy! This is your mess, not mine." The room seemed to freeze as, in a burst of rage, Scrappy's hand shot out and slapped her hard. The sound of the slap cracked through the air, silencing the crowd and sending waves of stunned disbelief through everyone present. Erica staggered back, her hand instinctively going to her cheek. The sting wasn't just physical, it pierced deep into everything they once had. The room was silent, every eye fixed on the trio at the center of the storm. Erica's face, flushed with the sting of the slap and the heat of humiliation, burned with a mixture of anger and heartbreak. Her voice, trembling but sharp as a blade, cut through the suffocating silence. "You've really lost it now, Scrappy! You crossed the line." Scrappy stood frozen, his eyes wide with shock and disbelief. He hadn't meant for it to go this far. The anger had consumed him, and now the weight of his actions hit him all at once. Regret clawed at his chest. "Erica, I didn't mean for it to go like this," he stammered, his voice barely above a whisper. But Erica was already beyond listening. She took a step back, her eyes shimmering with unshed tears. "I can't do this anymore, Scrappy. I won't let you or your mother control me. I'm done." She spun on her heel and stormed out, leaving Scrappy standing amidst the wreckage of his actions. Numb with regret, Momma Dee watched it all unfold, her expression a mix of twisted satisfaction and disbelief. She had gotten what she wanted. Erica was finally gone, but at what cost? Scrappy stood motionless in the center of the room, the weight of what he'd done pressing down on him like an avalanche. His eyes tracked Erica as she disappeared into the night, but it was too late to fix anything. The damage was done, and the consequences of that night would linger for weeks, if not longer. The connection between Scrappy and Erica was now beyond repair, the distance between them growing with every passing moment. Momma Dee, always standing by Scrappy, watched with a mix of victory and unspoken sadness. Even she couldn't deny that something significant had been lost. Scrappy had crossed a line that couldn't be undone, and in doing so, he had torn apart the last fragile strands holding their family together. The night had started like so many others, full of hope and promise, but ended with nothing but broken hearts. So, what do you think? Was Momma Dee justified in her actions? Did Scrappy fail as a partner and a father? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you're still shocked by this entire situation. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the drama. And if you're new here, make sure you turn on that notification bell so you never miss the latest juicy scoop.